Good morning, comic book fam, and welcome to another Batman review. And this time, well, as I said in the previous one, we're going to review Batman 103, the Ghostmaker versus the Clown Hunter. And we know that this cover is kind of deceptive because this scene has already kind of happened in the in the previous one. So yeah, it is really deceptive. But what do I think about this book? Because this is supposed to be this jam-packed action. Right? This is the middle, right? This is the issue number 3 out of 5 in terms of what we're gonna get before March, to be quite honest, right? Because then there's because 105, it's the last in December. Then we got the future state, which kind of pauses everything for 2 months, and we resume in March. So that is the middle one. That is a jam-packed action of, well, not maybe from the start, because the book kind of opens in the desert, and I said in the previous review of 102, because I have it like still next to me, of 102, that there is a lot of this backstory to the Ghostmaker and Batman. They know each other well, and this really continues here. I like the continuation. We open with Bruce just sitting right here, right, of course the future state, just sitting somewhere on the desert, and he was like, oh god, not now. And we've got the Ghostmaker coming to him, wanting to fight, but of course Bruce says he's not going to fight. This is the anniversary of his parents' death. He's not willing to fight. And they go with the same theme. So Ghostmaker tells him, like, yeah, there's too much emotion in you. You have to be, sharp. Your mind has to be sharp onto a target. And Bruce says, no. And they go, and we've got a nice little, almost a fight right here. So that's the past, and we go to present, and that's where we left off, on the roof of the building. The Clown Hunter wanted to hunt actually Harley Quinn, and well, the Ghostmaker showed up, wanted to hunt the Clown Hunter, and the Batman showed up to save the Clown Hunter. Makes sense? It does. I mean, like, it does, right? It actually does make sense. So we have this battle, and they figured in the last issue, right, that the cliffhanger was that they're fighting for Gotham City. And as the battle is happening, Oracle actually tries to communicate with Batman. He's like, hey Batman, what is happening? Oh, my sensors, they are like, woo! And Batman says, like, listen, get out of here. He's connected, he can, hack everything and destroy everything. He has viruses, he has all of kinds of stuff. Do not look out who he is. He's a ghost. There's no name, there's no nickname, there's nothing you can find on the guy. There is literally nothing. And Oracle goes like, oh yeah, sure, okay. So we know that, he's saying something, right? Because she listens to what, of course, Ghostmaker is saying, and Ghostmaker tries to explain to him, hey, listen, I've done a lot of things. So before I stepped my foot outside of the plane, I already set some judges to the court. There was a homicide. The guy is on the way to Arkham. The FBI is, of course, unloading the shipment of weapons. And, I've already done those big 3 things. What have you done? You've done nothing. You've done nothing. And, Batman just like, yeah, whatever. They keep fighting. Of course, Ghostmaker actually focuses a bit more for a second on the battle, which is the Clown Hunter, and Batman just says, run. And when Batman says run, you run. So he runs away. Of course, this teenager runs away, and it goes back to exactly Clown Hunter and the Batman. They're talking, oh, you're a psychopath, you're this, you're that. They're trying to battle it out. And as they battle it out, we have this nice view from a window, and, well, it turns out that is just Harley Quinn looking right there. And the Clown Hunter, instead of running away, he just went to her apartment. But she's looking at the poison ivy plant, and she keeps talking to the plant, because she does miss poison ivy. She has no idea where poison ivy is, and we've got this nice throwback to their relationship. It's like, yeah, I wish you were here. And the Clown Hunter tries to attack, right, to sneak attack on Harley. But again, Harley Quinn, she's been through so much. She is just like backflipping above his bat. Remember, because it's a bad bat. Not a bat, it's a bat. And she does really point that out. Of course, another Snickers commercial in the meantime. So she does point out and makes fun of the clown hunter, that, oh, you have a bad butt, that's cute, or like, oh, you're just a teenager. I can smell it because all your teenagers, all the hormones, this stuff, like, oof, get the deodorant. So you kind of have this like a bit of a nice laugh in the middle of that action, and he tries to explain, hey, listen, talking to plants, like, that's a psychological thing. You can have a totem that you can talk to as to a human being, and it should help you process either trauma or like certain things, and you should feel better afterwards. And on top of that, she goes like, by the way, I'm one of you guys. I want to be a good guy. No, the bad things, no. And he goes like, how many have you killed? You've killed a lot, and you are not one of us. And she kicks him in the nuts. We got a beautiful nut shot right there. And she was like, listen, the only people that know how many I've killed, or like counting, are you guys. So, well, no, I'm the good person right now. I want to change. So we got this slow change of the Harley Quinn, right? She wants to become good. She wants to actually be on the right side of things. So as she is tying up, of course, the clown hunter, she's tying his legs and his arms behind his back, because that's what good people do, right, Batsy? The Batman just crashes in through her window, and, well, he is bleeding. There is the blade from a ghost hunter, clown hunter, ghost maker, actually in his back, and Harley has this like really nice consider it's like, hey, people in Batsy's head, like, listen, he's kind of bleeding, he's on the verge of dying, he has a blade in his back, and by the way, those blades, ooh, they are cool as. And as she says that, of course, the ghost maker appears, slaps her, and Batman just slowly gets up and explains to him, listen to me, like, the people that, it's Danton Quill, that was the guy that you've thrown in jail, that was a serial killer. And what Batman wanted to do is actually show, like, first find out where he was storing the bodies, so he can show to the victims, to the families of the victims, so they can say the proper goodbye. Then we've got, the other thing that Ghostmaker did, which was, of course, the juries that were corrupted. They were corrupted because of the mob, and the mob is higher in ranks, and Batman was going after the mob through those juries, so that this destroyed that operation. And in terms of the weapon shipment, well, Batman already changed all the weapons there, disarmed all of that stuff, and, well, he wanted to actually catch the people that were selling it, not the shipment itself, because he already disabled it. And he says, like, listen, you may be a crime fighter, but this is Gotham. I know Gotham. Gotham is my town. I know Gotham a lot more. And as it's happening, he just slams, and he just literally puts in slow dot with a poison, or maybe a sleeping arrow. We don't know. Probably a sleeping arrow. A sleeping dart to a Batman. So now all three, Batman, Clown Hunter, and Harley Quinn, are laying down, of course, with Harley trying to be good. And the whole book ends, I'm taking you off the field, Bruce, and then I'm going to show you what Gotham City can be with a real crime fighter in charge. So he is still determined. He's determined to actually show Bruce what can real crime fighter do. And that is the conclusion of this book. Of course, then we got few pages about the Endless Winter, the Justice League event that is happening, and I wish it was more advertised prior, because when I was ordering stuff for December, there was like no advertisement about this event, so in solicitations I couldn't actually order it, and now it's a bit late for me to order it, which is kind of a bummer. But it goes like a Nordic mythology, a quite interesting thing that they're doing it. But do we really need 4 pages of that commercial? I don't really think so. So again, in terms of action, from 101 to 103, the action didn't move that far. Those are those slow moments. This is like literally hours that are happening. And I think this is on purpose to just show the action of like maybe one day or maybe like 2 days in Batman's life, and just show day by day, maybe week by week of Batman, instead of going like, you know, just jumping in like in week to the future, right, when Batman wakes up in like after 2 weeks. So I probably 104 is going to be, you know, again, we know the cover of the 104, but it's going to be a clown, Ghostmaker doing a lot of things while, you know, the Clown Hunter and Harley Quinn join Batman. So we gonna have a brand new team, which is exciting. And again, a lot of action in this one. Not a lot of, you know, not a lot of like, I don't want to say drama, but not a lot of backstories to many of that. You don't learn that much about anyone here. But it's a solid issue. It's another 7. Like, it goes 7. Like, right now, it's all 7s for me. It's above average. It's good. It's 100% better than what Tom King did. But I think, you know, Tynion can do even better if we're gonna give him some time. So probably I'm gonna go back in January or February to all those 5 issues that are gonna come out, reread them, and be like, okay, how I'm gonna rate this whole. So it's gonna be like one of the comic book Fridays just before March. To actually, I'm gonna reread all of those and then review them on looking at that bigger picture. So solid 7, a great book. Again, if that would be a brand new person coming in to the comic books, I think that is a great start for the Batman stories, because you got the new status quo, you got new characters, and we're all learning about them as we go. So that's a great deal. So 7 out of 10, a great book, great story, definitely worth those $3.99 tag. And yeah, some commercials, they can piss you off. So yeah, of course I gotta, you know, go down about that. But hey, those are comic books, right? And those are comic book things. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know, what do you think about the Batman 103? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Leave a comment down there below. But in the meantime, goodbye. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care.